Alrighty, we're back on. I had to stop earlier to work on my aunt's car. That's what I get for being the mechanic of the family, but I'm back and ready to go. Did I? There's no music, but the sound settings are fine. Oh, there's the music. Let's get an idea of what we're working with. I don't think I actually want to build a base here, though. What kind of a base do I even want to build? Alright, so I've got my stream pulled up on the YouTubes, and if I switch to the multi-stream, looks like I do have the full 20-second delay. Okay. Cool, so I have a multi-stream, so I can stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And I just wanted to have it set up properly, so it gave it a little test there. It's going to be a couple streams, I think, before I really find my legs when it comes to knowing what I'm doing. But, you know, that's just what you gotta do. Get fucked, you creeper bitch. I will leave you to. You shall repopulate my farm later. I might switch to streaming Warframe later on. Just some casual streaming, as they say. The cable for my microphone has to go from the microphone itself back and around both my monitors to the back of my computer, and it's just barely long enough, so I'm very limited on how much adjustment I can do before it becomes a pain in the ass. And then I have 2 pop filters on it to help restrict the amount of clickety-clack from the keyboard. That being said, I like the sound of the keyboard, it's just I don't want it to be too loud on stream. And I don't think that's necessarily controversial. Microsoft OneDrive can heck off. Oh, it kept trying to get me to do stuff. Oh. Oh, well. The nature of the stream just changed. I'll be right back. I got some very nice stuff in the mail just now, which would be the power supply and motherboard for what is going to be my modded Minecraft server. And I got only the finest motherboard, really. I got this Asus business motherboard. Mostly because it is rated for 24/7 operation. It's got like just a bunch of really nice features. So despite not being designed to do a lot feature-wise for like gaming, in terms of a product for a server, it is actually very nice. It also accepts an M.2 NVMe drive, which, again, a very nice to have type of thing. And on that system is just going a simple i3 9100F for the simple reason of it doesn't have to have all the performance in the world, it just needs to have decent single thread performance, which this i3 9100F is actually what my brother used for a while. For his gaming. He used it with a 1660 non-TI, non-super. So we're going to go ahead and assemble my motherboard package. And I think I'm just... I can go with just the stock cooler, or I have one that's a little beefier than that. I mean, in all reality, I'm putting it in a small form factor case. So, like, that little bit of extra cooling might help it, but I don't really foresee it actually needing it, though. But just in terms of, like, the real nice feature set for this thing, I think that this is going to do swimmingly. And I'm actually going to construct it here on stream before I get back to playing my game. NVMe SSD. 256 gigs is all she'll need. And of course I'll do the requisite drop the screw, because why would I not drop the screw? It wouldn't make any sense if I just didn't drop the screw, right? Right. Glad everyone agrees with me. Alrighty. Now, we got that on. The one thing I am going to have to figure out is the case I'm going to use is a old Dell Optiplex case. And while it does have mostly standard plugs, it does actually have a custom power button plug. And so I don't know if it'll... Like, I don't know what I should substitute it with. But while I think about that, it gives me the perfect opportunity to dive into the other package, which is the power supply, like I mentioned, which is a Flex power supply, and this is the TFX. I don't think these actually come with an 80 plus certification, but they are for systems like this that use very small, like, non-standard power supplies. And I mean, like, this thing is literally designed to go into this form factor to replace HP and Dell OEM units. And what it comes with is all the cables you could want. You got your 24 pin. You got your 4 plus 4 pin. And then you have Molex and SATA. Molex and SATA. And it doesn't come with any man, of course I'd forget the word. It doesn't come with a GPU power connector, but if you wanted a GPU power connector with your power supply, I think you might want to buy one that's a little beefier than 300 watts. So this one's actually just going to be running a 1050 along with that i3-9100F, or I might even skip out even more and go with the GT610, which is practically criminal to use, but it's a small form factor graphics card. It sips power, and all I need it for is a display adapter, because there's no built-in GPU on the i3-9100F. So it's just kind of a do I care or not type of situation. And I need to get a setup to where I can maneuver the camera around so that I could show what I'm doing, but for right this second I'm just... Oh boy, my stepfather's calling me. Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Everybody.
What's up?
You at the house here?
Yeah.
I need to grab that laundry and stuff.
Alrighty.
I'm out here in the driveway. I had to go pick up the damn go-kart from Terry's house, take down her roof. It's a monster. You see it.
Right. I mean, that... I'm a little unhappy about Terry making that deal, because he begged me and begged me for me to give that to him, so he'd have it for his kids. But...
It's a Euro go-kart thing.
Yeah, it is. And I put the rear axle on... Well, me and my friend put that rear axle on there. But...
Ah, okay. It is.
Bruce will take decent care of it, and I don't have to worry about, you know, anything.
Yeah, Bruce will get it straightened out. I mean, he's fighting that bit right now to get it together, so...
Yeah. I'm not upset about it anymore, but I was when I first heard about it.
Right. Yeah, I can see why.
It turned out to be that I just didn't actually care. I was just upset about Terry. That's...
Right. Man, better Bruce have it than Terry, that's for sure.
Yeah. But, you're heading up
Where'd
here?
you get the rear axle from?
It came off of a four-wheel drive, four-wheeler.
Right. That's pretty cool.
It's a 3-speed. Or, well, 2-speed. It's high, low, neutral, and reverse.
Yeah. Alright.
I had all kinds
Well,
of...
I'm out here.
You're out here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll walk around. Let me walk around the kitchen now. I gotta go up there and get the basket of laundry and stuff.
Alrighty, I'll see you in just a minute.
Yeah.
Someone else hopped in the stream. I have 2 viewers now. Sorry about the, me being distracted a little bit. Trying to construct this, let me see if I can... Yeah, I can resize the camera window. That works out great. I'm trying to get all the OEM stuff off this case so that I can get it nice and ready to go for my Minecraft server. Wish I could remember where the rest of that RAM was. I had a bunch of just leftover RAM from a previous project. Now I just don't know where any of it is. Okay, looks like I was right. Is that what this is supposed to be? Interesting. Well, I'm gonna have to find a button somewhere, 'cause I'm gonna have to wire up a power plug. Let's see. Guess now's the time to make the decision, really. Do I want to use the beefier heatsink or the regular one? I think I need to focus the camera manually, unfortunately. That's a little nicer. It's a little better. That's a little better right there, I say. I might just have to hop off the stream to finish this up. Just because I'm going to be sitting here for a little bit just tinkering with trying to get it initially set up. Does this stuff just not want to work with itself? I do wish that I had a 5 1/4 inch bay to a 3.5 inch bay adapter so I could put multiple hard drives in here, but you know, the way that it is the way that it is, and that's just the way that it be. Okay, cool. It just uses standard hex head screws. Man, these business motherboards, I'd heard online that they can sometimes be a pain and have issues with how they're there's little metal like tabs to help ground everything out to make sure that you're not going to shock yourself or, you know, short anything. And I've heard that they can be kind of garbage on these real cheap end boards for businesses, but I would have expected it to just, you know, work out of the box a little bit. That's all. I'm not asking for much. I don't think I'm asking for much. Yeah, see, all it took was bending that one out of the way to get the better mounting, or to get it to actually go in. Now, I do have to step away so that I can grab my thermal compound to put my heatsink on. So, like before, I'll be back in just a minute. See, I got this HP OEM system fan, like CPU fan, for standard Intel, and it uses a backplate. It blew me away. I tend to go a little overboard on the thermal paste application because it makes me feel a little better. Makes me believe that it's actually gonna work nicer, because too much is... It's hard to make too much thermal paste a problem. It's really easy for not enough to be a problem. Man, this thing does not have a very good range of how far or close I can be and still be in focus. Like, I don't want to have to refocus it every time I move in my seat. Bottom it out. Bottom it out. I also like this motherboard because brand new, it only cost a grand old total of friggin' $70. Which for a brand new 8th, 9th generation motherboard is pretty good, Now, I need to go back into the closet of mysteries over here and find a power button I can use. Whenever I tear apart cases, I keep their buttons, because who knows when you're going to need one. Like right now, adapting this Dell Optiplex case to put my system in, a power button is completely necessary. Now, is there anything... We're going to nip the stem of this button, make it a little shorter, to make sure that it'll still work with the factory case. We're just gonna... I was gonna say we're just gonna tap it in, but I don't want to risk damaging anything. Honestly, I'd be willing to just hold two wires together to start it if I thought that would be effective. Oh, I don't want it to go any farther than that. Well, now I'm just waiting for the hot glue gun to heat up so I can mount that button in, and then I can get the motherboard set in. Actually, I can't, because I have to get... RAM. At least I hope this RAM works. It definitely would be a crying shame if it doesn't. That being said, I know where I can get more RAM, but that's the only spare stick of DDR4 that I have around. So I guess while I've got to wait for all of my stuff to heat up, what I can do is I can go back to playing Minecraft, and then once it's ready, I'll go back to doing the stuff. So let's get myself back up in the corner. Get back to chopping some trees. Once I've got a Minecraft server, it's gonna be very nice, very nice. I have no idea. I've got the worst heartburn right now, but I don't have any Tums. you know, it's a real darn shame. I have a laptop that I'm selling, and the guy just jumped on me and said that he's gonna be at where we agreed to meet in like 2 hours in like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna have to dip out skis and come back later, which is unfortunate, but you know, got 45 minutes of content